morning, everybody. Welcome to the kitchen. Today we're going to make palak paneer. Palak is the word for spinach. Paneer is this home-style cheese, sort of like a firm ricotta. And we are going to make this with some unusual spices, the fenugreek leaves that I just got at the Indian grocery store on 6th and 2nd Avenue right here in the city. And we're going to have some fresh ginger, turmeric, coriander, salt, cumin, black pepper, olive oil, the cream, garlic, and then we have a serrano chili pepper. So this is going to give it a little spice. So we've got these. We're going to add just one because it'll be very spicy. And we don't want to have too much heat in this. So anyhow, let's get our mise en place together. We're going to chop up that onion and get everything measured and we'll start making our recipe. We have our boiling water and we are just going to drop the spinach into it and cook it for 30 seconds, take it out, drain it in a colander and rinse cold water under. We're going to blanch it. Also, one thing, don't use baby spinach, okay? Baby spinach leaves are too tender. I mean, if that's all you can find, please, by all means, make it with baby spinach. But when you have the choice, get regular spinach or even the older looking spinach leaves. The very big, large spinach leaves are best. Okay, so even this is a little too tender, but the baby is too delicate for this dish. So dump this 1 pound of spinach into the boiling water. So one hand I'm holding the camera. So if you're at home, just dump this into the colander with the cold water. All right, and we want to stop the cooking process. So here is our knuckle of garlic, and I peeled it with a peeler, and we are grating it on a microplane grater, and we want 1 tablespoon. So I just wanted to show you, this is how you do it. Keep going back and forth. Now, I have the food processor, so I'm going to use this, and we're going to pulse half of the spinach, the fenugreek, the cilantro, and the serrano chili. And if you've had palak paneer before, you'll notice that it's very finely chopped. I also prefer spinach in larger pieces, so that's why I'm only doing half. If, however, you prefer that sort of a very smooth texture, please puree all of it. Another thing, I'm using this food processor, not our blender here, because we have a restaurant grade blender, and this will just make a green smoothie. So, if you have a regular blender at home, you can use the blender or the food processor. So again, I'm only going to do half of my spinach, a half bunch of cilantro, and our 2 tablespoons of fenugreek. And get that in, and then also add in your serrano chili. I've got the pan over medium-high heat. We're going to add in our 2 tablespoons of olive oil, and we're going to let that warm up just a little bit. Make sure it cooks the bottom. And we're going to add in our ginger and garlic, and then we're going to saute our onions. So here we have our 1 clove of garlic minced and our 1 tablespoon of finely grated ginger. Get that in. Stir that around, get the oil. So we don't want to really overcook the garlic or the ginger. And now we're going to add in our onions. There we go. So we're going to keep cooking that until it's translucent. It'll take about maybe 5 minutes. Stir it every so often. Once the onions are translucent, we're going to add in our salt and pepper, turmeric, and ground cumin. We're going to stir that and let that continue to cook. I'm slicing our paneer into these small cubes because we're feeding a lot of people in the high school, so I want everybody to try to get at least 1 piece of cheese. When you're at home, you can slice it bigger. I'm putting this in directly without frying it or roasting it beforehand, but some people do roast or fry it before they put it in. And you can put it into a 425-degree oven for 15 to 20 minutes and roast it first or fry them. On second thought, after looking at the size of spinach that we have, I decided only 7 ounces of paneer would be good. So that was half of that container. So that way, this is a good amount. And we're gonna add that, let it cook in. And we're gonna add in a half a cup of water and our cream, our heavy cream. Now let this simmer and cook for a while. All the spices and flavors can blend in together, and then we can enjoy it. Yesterday I garnished our chicken korma with the marigold leaves, and today I want to garnish it with our rose petals. The rose petals, again, were also in the dish. And see how pretty that is? Just a couple of these rose petals on the top of our chicken korma. It's always good to garnish something with an ingredient that is in what you're serving. Now that looks absolutely beautiful. And there is our palak paneer. This is a wonderful Indian meal, and you could serve it with some naan and raita. So please check out all our videos on our YouTube channel, because we have our chicken korma and now our palak paneer. And we are going to also try to actually make the paneer, because paneer is not one of those cheeses that you can readily find outside of New York City. So hopefully when we get a chance, we'll make that as one of our videos as well. So I hope you're inspired to make this at home. Let me take a taste and see how delicious this is. Amazing. So that is so good. And it wasn't that difficult to make, so I do encourage you to make this at home. I actually used 2 pounds of fresh spinach. 1 pound was not enough, so let's correct that. 2 pounds. 2 tablespoons of olive oil. We used 7 ounces of the paneer. So change that again. 1 large Spanish yellow onion. A 1/4 teaspoon of kosher salt. An 1/8 teaspoon of ground black pepper. 1 tablespoon of grated ginger. 1 garlic clove. 1 serrano chili, or a jalapeno if you prefer, or no pepper. We used a half a bunch of cilantro, a 1/2 teaspoon of ground cumin, 2 tablespoons of dried fenugreek leaves. And this is an ancient herb. This is actually used by the Romans to flavor their wine. So this is a rather unusual thing for me, but it goes back obviously centuries, millennia. And a 1/4 teaspoon of turmeric, 1/2 cup of heavy cream. And I just used water today because we didn't make the paneer. Actually, I was able to buy it, but a 1/4 cup of water or a 1/4 cup of your leftover liquid if you're making the paneer. All right, everybody. Hope you will make this at home and enjoy it. Take care. Bye-bye.
For more recipe demonstrations, please click like and subscribe to Chef Victoria Love's YouTube channel and have fun in the kitchen. Thank you.